The emotional chain reaction that starts with no plan. You don't lose money when the trade goes wrong. You lose it seconds earlier, the moment you sit down without a plan and tell yourself, "I'll just see what happens." That sentence feels harmless, flexible, open-minded. It isn't. It's the trigger. Picture this. You're in your chair, New York session about to open. Price is moving just enough to feel important. Green, red, green again. Not clean, not messy, just tempting. Your phone lights up, a Discord alert. Someone just posted a chart with a massive target. Another trader is already up 2%. And suddenly there's pressure in your chest. Not greed, not fear, urgency. The urge to act, to click, to not be the one watching while everyone else eats. But here's the problem you don't notice yet. You don't actually know what you're waiting for. You don't know exactly where you're wrong. You don't know where you'll take profit if you're right. So you lean back and tell yourself the most dangerous sentence in trading: "I'll trust my gut." And that's the exact moment the emotional chain reaction begins. Because when you trade without a plan, you aren't being adaptable. You're forcing your brain to make high-stakes decisions in real time that should have been decided before the session even opened. Is this the entry? Is this a pullback or a reversal? Is the trend strong enough? What's the risk? What if this runs without me? All of this while candles are moving. That overload has a name: decision fatigue. And when it hits, your brain doesn't slow down, it panics. Think of a juggler. He can handle 3 balls easily: entry, stop, target. But without a plan, you throw 10 more into the air. FOMO, chat room noise, speed, P&L, opinions, imagined futures. Eventually, everything drops. This is when you start seeing setups that aren't really there. You ignore resistance that's obvious in hindsight. You convince yourself that this one feels different. You aren't analyzing anymore, you're reacting to urgency. And once your rational brain is drained, it hands control to the emotional center. Now the market isn't data, it's personal. You jump into a trade, price ticks against you. Because risk wasn't defined, your brain reads that red candle as danger. Fear spikes. You cut early just to stop the discomfort. Relief hits. Then price snaps back and runs exactly where you thought it would. Now you're not just down money, you're angry, because nothing hurts more than being right with no position. So you chase, or you re-enter late, or you size up to fix the feeling. From this point on, you're no longer trading probability, you're trading emotion. And this is the part almost nobody talks about. Every impulsive trade doesn't just cost money, it erodes trust in yourself. A quiet narrative forms. I always mess this up. I'm bad at timing. I don't have discipline. Those thoughts become beliefs, and beliefs sabotage future decisions. Tomorrow, when a clean setup appears, one that actually fits every rule you should have, you hesitate. Your finger freezes, you miss it. Not because the setup wasn't good, but because you don't trust the person pressing the button anymore. At that point, you're not trading the market, you're trading damaged confidence. And this entire spiral started from one thing: no plan. Most traders think a trading plan is about making more money. It's not. A trading plan is a psychological operating system designed to protect your brain. With a real plan, your job becomes binary. Either price comes to your level and does exactly what you defined, or nothing happens. No searching, no negotiating, no mental drain. If it's a no, you do nothing, and nothing costs 0 emotional energy. And when you do enter, the bravery already happened. You accepted the loss before clicking. So when price moves against you, there's no fear spike. Not because you're strong, because you're prepared. Preparation kills emotional overreaction. And over time, something compounds that has nothing to do with profit: self-trust. Every time you follow your plan, win or lose, you reinforce trust in yourself. A loss executed perfectly becomes a win. A profit taken impulsively becomes a failure. When that switch flips, anxiety disappears. You stop judging yourself by P&L. You start judging yourself by execution. You don't say, "I failed." You say, "That setup didn't work. Next." Execution becomes automatic. You don't chase, you don't hesitate, you don't fight yourself mid-trade. You either execute or you sit on your hands. That's professionalism. The market will always be uncertain. That never changes. Price will always surprise you. But without a plan, uncertainty becomes chaos. With a plan, uncertainty is just data. So before you open your charts tomorrow, don't ask how much money you want to make. Ask one question: do I have a plan strong enough to protect my mind? Because the real enemy isn't the market, it's the emotional chain reaction that starts the moment you sit down with no structure. Build the plan. You're not trying to control the market, you're trying to control yourself.